so sorry, guys, that this is last minute. Normally they are, but this is last minute because I was supposed to be filming. I think she is a YouTube subscriber. One of my one of the Star family members has a podcast, and I was supposed to be filming the podcast today, but there was like a timing issue, and like a time change or something like that, and we were able to work it out. But I had blocked out this time for that, and so when that was not going to happen, I was just like, oh, I'll just do a live. So I'm really really sorry because had I known that that would not have happened today, I would have made this live a lot earlier, but we're here. We're here. Thank you so much for joining me. How are we all doing? Hey, Visual Taste, how are you? Hey, Indigo. Peace of Pie said, hey, Nikki, how are you? Hi, everyone. Will the spoilers be at the end or throughout the review? Spoilers are always at the end, unless I'm doing like multiple shows at one time, then it'll be at the end of the show where the spoilers are at. But I'm going to do spoilers at the end so people who don't want to know can hop out. So don't have to worry. They will be at the end, and I will give an alert so you will know. Hey, Yolande. Hey, Vicky DC. Hey, Sarah. Hey, Dr. M. Hey, Jessica. Yes, so glad you're here. Me and Simply Simone, we talk about Love is Blind every day. Every day. If we're not talking about it on TikTok, we're talking about it on Instagram. Hey, girl. Simply Simone said, girl, this show is messier than the Bachelor franchise. You know what? I'm going to have to agree with you. And I think that Netflix has a hit on their hands, and they know it this time. I think in the beginning, they did not know. That's why it took so long. And also because of the pandemic, that's why it took so long for us to get so many, Love is Blind seasons back to back. But now they're like, everything is like happening so fast, because when I saw that trailer for the reunion that's going to be live, I was like, reunion? Hold on, wait a minute, right? I'm used to the reunion being like around Christmas. You know what I mean? Like they normally take so long, and then after the altar will be in the new year, because that's how long they normally take. But I think they've got the memo that we just do not like them waiting so long. Excuse me, especially since they waited so long with After the Altar for season 3, and nobody cared. Like nobody cared by the time the After the Altar and the reunion came around. So I think they're wisening up, and they're, going to, be giving us stuff a lot like the reunions and the After the Altar a lot earlier. And from talking to Simply Simone today, found out that they are currently filming season 6, and season 5 is already filmed and ready to go. So Netflix is not playing. I will say, I hope that they at least space them out properly, because I feel like too many seasons in a year will, I think it'll be too much. I think we'll become exhausted with this show. So I hope they don't give us too many. You know what I mean? 5 and 6. Okay, let's let that be done, and then hit us again in 2024, because I feel like y'all gonna burn us out, and we already binged this show. So that's what I think about it. What do you guys think? Hey, Yolande. Yolande said, after these episodes, I started giving some folks a side eye. Yeah, I started giving someone a side eye, and when we get to the spoilers, my side eye will be confirmed, because yeah. Hey, Courtney, thank you. Shamiko said, night, Nikki. Night, everyone. Love from St. Kitts. What's up? Here doing reports and waiting on your reviews. Oh, thank you, Shamiko. Indigo Girl said, we got so much to talk about. Everyone is a hot mess on the show except Brett and Tiffany, right? Right? I don't have any spoilers about them, just so you know. I would be devastated if it was like a terrible spoiler. Hey, Blair. Hey, T. Flenderson. Nikki. Hey, what's up? Tracy said, I didn't trust him when I saw that hairline. Nope, not at all. You're definitely talking about Kwame. Hey, Love Like You Are. Hey, Ryan. Ryan said, did anyone see the... Yeah. Yikes. Hey, Alicia. I Am Also Production says, hey, Nikki, I've been studying it abroad in London. You go. So I haven't been able to be in the chats, but I've been watching the recaps. Oh, thank you for being here. What's up, people? Sarah said, Josh, a.k.a. Oh, okay. I just wanted to make sure. Okay. Josh, aka Mrs. I just want to make sure it wasn't a spoiler. Josh, aka Mrs. Still Your Girl, was so loud and messy and drunk at Chelsea's B-Day party. That would have turned me all the way off if I was Jackie. Yeah, but I think that Jackie's a different girl. Hey Naya. Hey Dustin. Hey Sydney. Hey Spency. Spency said, "Hey Nikki and Star fam, can't wait to hear your thoughts on this messy show. We are going to get into it." Simply Simone said, "All this new drama made me forget about last week's episode." Hey Roselle. That's another reason why I wanted to do this live, because I was just like, they drop new episodes tomorrow, so I just want to talk about this now because there's no way I'm going to be able to do like 9 episodes. Hey Ryan. Ryan said, "Yes, I saw this one channel." Oh, we're not going to get into that. Alex said, "Hey Nikki, hey Star fam, excited to be here with you all. Hope everyone has been having a great day." Thank you. Etelvinia Mango said, "You look gorgeous, Nikki. Love you and your videos. Thank you." JS said, "Currently pre-gaming a friend's birthday dinner and watching your live." I know that's right. What's up, Yolande? Priscilla said, "Loving this slick back thing, Nikki. You're giving face." Oh, thank you. Oh. Thank you. Hey, Miss Gigi. Hey, Ashley. Ashley Guesty and Ashley J. What's up? Hey, Kayla. Kayla said, "Just got back from the gym and I'm so happy I'm catching this on time." You work. I got to get back in the gym. I hate the gym. But I have to do it now because my schedule does not permit me to do my walks anymore. I hate it. Stop the bus. I know that's right. Hey, Jazzy, thank you. Hey, Black Gal. Yes, Maisha, you made it. Thank you for being here. Tracy said, "Star family, please like the like the best live reviews on YouTube." Thank you. You sure did, BB. You sure did. Oh yeah, it's a moneymaker. But I just do not want them to like just do too much. I feel like I think 5 and 6 is good, and then just wrap it up. Because I feel like if 5 comes, it's going to be like a little break, then 5, and then 6 will come around the fall. I think that's good until the new year. I feel like if they give us a 5, 6, 7, and 8, we're going to be burnt out. This is what I think, Vicky. I think this show, just like The Bachelor, is just hugely popular, if not more popular than The Bachelor. And people's lives change after this. Lauren, I don't know about Karen, but I know Lauren did not go back to, what she was doing before this show. I think she was working as an assistant or something like that. She was doing like a few videos on YouTube, but they weren't getting much traction. But now her and Cameron's channel, they're like over, I don't know if they're at 2 million subscribers at this point on YouTube. They're making bank. People's lives change off of this show. Ayana, from Ayana and Jared from season 2, her, social media is popping. Like, your life can change drastically, and you can start to be an entrepreneur, your own boss, and you can really make a lot of money from this. So I think this show is getting wilder and wilder because the people are, more desperate and less interested in finding a partner and love, and more interested in getting this bag. I ain't mad at it, but I feel like we're probably going to get sprinkles of Lauren and Cameron's and Brett and Tiffany's, but I don't feel like we're going to get the results that we are all clamoring for at this point. The show's too popular. It's too popular. Everybody coming on this show at this point is going to have an ulterior motive. Like, that's just what it's going to be. Thank you, Tina, right? Thank you. Love you too, Nia. Hey, Essence. Hey, So Steph. Vicky DC said, "I'm about to start watching Love is Blind Japan." You know what I'm going to start watching? I don't know where I was at. I think it was either Twitter or Instagram, or maybe TikTok, because I'll be on that late at night. But there was a clip from Love is Blind Brazil, and one of the guys was telling the woman that he had picked that she was like too dark for him, and she had like shortcut hair like a man, and he just could not get attracted to her. And she was just like, "You could not become attracted to me. Well, that didn't stop you from having sex with me in the bedroom. So you was having sex with me the whole time, but not attracted to me because you thought I was a man? Like, what does that mean?" So I was like, wait a minute. Are we doing it like that? Love is Blind Brazil. Let me get on over there. But I'm gonna check that out first, and I'm gonna head on over to Japan. Oh, really good. They give us bangers every episode. I just feel like if it's too many, we're going to get exhausted. But we'll see. Indigo said Nick Lachey and his wife better watch out. They may change the host. We need some Andy to host these reunions. Yeah, I will say that. They don't seem messy to me. They seem like really great hosts, but I feel like at this point, especially, I think this will determine because I think they signed a great deal with Love is Blind. I think this will determine who is going to be the host for the reunions going forward, just because a live reunion with that messy cast is going to be chaotic. And if you are not used to doing something like that, my God, today, doing the reunions when it's filmed, edited, sent back and forth through several editors, you look great. But when it's live, sink or swim. So I'm very nervous. I am very nervous for the both of them because this could make or break them. This could make or break them. Cam said Netflix is slowly pushing out live TV shows and specials. I don't know why. I just feel like they are moving away from what we all clamored to them for. So, but we'll see. I will say, I don't see this reunion being anything less than chaotic. I was like, a live reunion? Jackie alone would scare me. Jackie alone would scare me as the host trying to wrangle somebody like that on live TV. Yikes. Yikes. We might see, I was about to say Jessica, forgive me, Vanessa. We might see Vanessa in a different way. Child. Ryan said, Love is Blind is coming for The Bachelor. They better step it up. At this point, I think they've surpassed them. I really, really do. Priscilla said, I just need a Love is Blind. Oh, my girl. I will be seated. I don't care where I am. I will be seated. Kay said, Nikki, did you see the? Oh, we're going to get into it. No talk about the spoilers. I got him. Simone, she got me right. Eva said, hey, Nikki. Ciao. Shanae said, watching from work, hope I don't get caught. Do you have AirPods? Do the AirPods and maybe like push your hair to the side to cover like one AirPod. That's what I used to do. Oh, hey, Mellow Vibes. Mellow Vibes said, I have a spoiler. I don't want to know. Nope. NTR said, my side eye is on Zach. It's giving hair to promote my law firm like Gino and Married at First Sight. I happen to agree with you. Hey, Nona, good evening. Kay said, my one thing about the live finale is that Nick and Vanessa we're going to find out. We're going to find out. So said, I don't even watch this and I'm exhausted. The Kwame think pieces on TikTok. He's just so like awful. He's so awful. It's so bad. Thank you so much. Hey Viv. Tracy said, spoilers at the end, please. Everybody in the chat. Yes, spoilers at the end. Hey Jerry, how are you? I feel like I haven't seen you in forever. Thank you so much. Thank you. Hey, Kate. Oh my goodness. Take your time. Speaking of taxes, I gotta get my taxes together too. I always wait till the last minute because if I owe, I need to work myself up today. And it's feeling like, hey, Cherie said, hi, Nikki. Your hair is everything, girl. Oh, thank you guys so much. Thank you. Oh, Michaela said, I haven't caught a live in so long. It's 1:30 here. PM? Or AM? Where are you? You know what? I was looking at her TikToks. I might check her out. Vicky said, I didn't like the Jackie moment. She was talking mess about all the couples and went running to Micah to tell Chelsea's business. Yeah, Jackie. Woo! Jackie, the tides is turning. Tony said, hey, Star Fam, I'm here ghost watching, but hitting that like, though, y'all. Thank you. Sarah said, I know some people are loving Bliss and Zach. Oh, but I get secondhand embarrassment when they are on screen every time. Every time. Yeah, that's what I think. I think that's a good number. Too many is too much. Me too. Me too. First edition. I'm ready. I'm ready. They absolutely do, Simply Simone. They absolutely do. It's getting far too messy. The cast is just doing whatever. And I think it's because, like I said before, this show is so popular, right? So as soon as the show airs, this cast, all of a sudden they got TikToks and Instagrams and YouTubes, and they give you a little bit on TikTok and say, oh, follow me over on YouTube and I can give you the full story. And then they'll say, oh, I'm going to post this on Instagram, so go check it out over there. Listen, get the bag, but y'all are doing too much talking and it's ruining everything. Yeah. Vicky DC said, Jackie is clearly insecure and uses that to lash out at others while crying all the time. I agree. Viv said there was a casting call in Tampa a couple months ago. Love is Blind, Florida. Girl. Oh my goodness. Kate said, I heard they're already casting season 10 and 11, which is worrying because these spoilers keep flying out. So how are they going to keep the results quiet that long? Absolutely. I don't know how they're going to do it, especially in this social media age. I think they were able to keep it on the down low with Lauren and Cameron because we were in lockdown. So, and we didn't know about this show or them. So they were married a good 2 years before the show even came out. So I don't know. I do not know. Oh, wait a minute. Is that a spoiler? Oh, it's not a spoiler. Oh, Elise said, y'all, I don't mean to be a downer, but I just want a miracle to change my life for the best. Well, Elise, you came to the right place. The Star family is going to send you good vibes and love and prayers. And we are believing that things will turn out great for you. A miracle is coming, sis. A miracle is coming. And I'm going to get Mama Star on it. Mama Star, when she prays, the Lord listens. Love you, Elise. Michaela said the stakes aren't even that high, which is good, unlike Married at First Sight. True. See? Sippy Simone said Deputy and Natalie got a whole podcast off this show. They're eating. So anybody's going to come on. What is it? It's Minty Cosmetics chestnut lip liner. Then I had the Passion MAC lip gloss and Too Faced their gold bar lip gloss, and that's it. Ciao. I want a Love is Blind like All Stars. That would be awesome. Dr. M said, I've been saying Love is Blind Brazil and Japan are so good. Yeah. I saw that Love is Blind Brazil clip and I was like, oh, I got to get into this. Courtney said, my coworkers are addicted to Brazil. I was like, she said, oh, I wasn't too dark when you was having sex with me. So what's the problem now? I said, read him, sis. Read him. You got to get into it. Kathy said, hi, Nikki. Thanks for keeping me company while I'm at work. You're welcome. I'm going to get the super chat. Then I'm going to get like 3 more at the end and then we'll hop into it. Thank you, Ashley. Ashley said, excited for your review of these episodes. Thank you so much. Thank you. Because I try to get everybody, but we're long into this review at this point. And I love that everybody's just talking and having a good time. Blue Jay said, do you think them talking and leaking is a part of the rollout to keep people talking and engaging? I do, to a certain extent. Some stuff I feel like is just like the spoilers that I have. I feel like the people who sent this is just haters, right? And a lot of times you don't know who your haters are all the time until you become successful in something or until you get a lot of attention. So I think the spoilers that we're going to talk about at the end were not intentional at all. But I do think that some things are, leaked to the press to get everybody talking. That's what PR is for. I guarantee you, Love is Blind has a PR department, right? It's probably a one-off from the Netflix global PR. I think each show has their own PR department, just like with the Housewives. Each show has their PR department. So a lot of stuff that's being leaked is stuff that Bravo's PR department approves or leaks on their own, right? But then there's some stuff where it's just like, oh no, like with the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, I guarantee you when the slur, when Kathy allegedly saying a slur to a DJ was leaked, that was not Bravo's PR. That was Lisa Rinna. You know what I mean? Like Bravo wouldn't leak nothing like that. You know what I mean? So I think there's certain things, like if it's light, surface, interesting stuff, absolutely. But if it's messy, like something that could, really get somebody in trouble, that is not their PR department. They just want you talking and engaging about the show. They don't want you to think that they're hiring, abusers and racists, So some stuff, yes. A lot of stuff that's coming out now, I do not think that is Love is Blind's PR department. We're not ready. We're not ready for a Love is Blind Boston. We are not ready. If we can't handle Florida, you think we can handle Boston? Ciao. Well, yeah, but the thing about it is they're going to have to start hiring actors like Kwame. That's what's going to have to happen at this point. Hey, Drewski, you're right on time. I have not started yet. Drewski said, sorry to be late. I don't watch, but I love to be here and hang out when we can get you, Nikki. Oh, thank you so much, Drewski. Listen, let's do it. Let's do it. Blue Jay said, Elise, I hope all things work out well. I hope that ram in the bush is coming to you, right? Running to you. I think so. Yes, it's happening for you, Elise. Hey, Nicole. Nicole said, I'm so happy I saw this live pop up. Thank you for being here. Busola said, Lauren has a podcast with Netflix where they chat about Love is Blind and other Netflix reality TV shows. Listen, it could change your life. It could change your life. Vicky DC said, Kwame's hairline. Okay. All right. Y'all are wrong. Jerry said, you got to get into Brazil. A guy left his choice on reveal day because he... I'm going to get into it. Oh my goodness. We have got to talk. Because I was wondering, I was like, does anybody ever do that? Because we haven't seen it on the American ones. Does anybody just walk out and say, you know what, this isn't for me? Does that happen? Love is Blind Brazil. Mellow Vibe said, when the Brazilian dude said that, I was like, what? I had to rewind. Was watching in Spanish. I couldn't believe this black man said that she was so black and bald, but not too surprised. But he smashed. That's when I was like, girl, yeah. She was like, but you slept with me several times. So what are you talking about? What are you talking about? Rozelle said, Love is Blind Detroit. Yes, I got a few cousins who would be on that. I hope they would get Eric Mays. Let's get into Blue Moon, and then one more and we'll start. Blue Moon said, I think there's at least one actor on every season. Gianna from season 1 was definitely in it. Oh, she absolutely was. Absolutely was. Shanae said, I went from tolerating Kwame to despising him. He's literally the worst. Absolutely. Let's get into episode 6. So Zach is doing a whole lot of tap dancing to win back Bliss. Bliss, I hope you're an actress. If not, this is a serious L. So Zach, the property brother, is doing his best to win back Bliss because he realizes that he made a mistake. And he's trying to, woo her so she can hopefully make the decision to, come back into this process with him. Can we talk about, real quick, how the budget, listen, I don't know if they're like each season, they're just going to give them a bigger budget, which normally happens, but Netflix been holding a coin, you know what I mean? Because they've been hiring so many A-list actors to be in their films. So they've been holding a coin for a lot of stuff. But I guess with everything that they've canceled, they've gotten that money back into their budget and they're just now putting it into the shows, I guess, that perform very well because this season they're in houses. Everybody in a house. When we go to see these people's homes, they're in like apartments. But when they go to the Love Is Blind, place that they have to stay, it's a whole house. I'm like, y'all renting out houses? Oh, y'all got money in Seattle? Oh, y'all got money. Okay, budget. No more studio apartments. Okay. Since we have talked about Kwame's hair, I don't know, guys. I feel like hair, and I just have to be honest with you, Kwame. I think your hairline right here is CGI. I think that in editing, it probably was a brother who was editing these pics because everybody looks great. I think he was just like, I can't do him like this, so I'm gonna help this hairline out. Or maybe you did Beijing when you went to the photo shoot for this, and maybe Beijing a hairline, because what we see on the show is not accurate. If anything, his hair is like in more of a point and a pushback. I feel like, Kwame, you can let that go, because I'm for men. I have to say, when the hairline gets to the middle of your head, like to the back of your head, I just feel like you should let it go. Like the Sherman Hemsley look is not attractive unless you're like in your late 60s, right? But until then, I think y'all should just let it go. And I feel like Kwame, does he have the hair for bald? Because not everybody has the hair for bald. I don't know if he has it, but I think he should give it a shot. I think he should give it a shot because it's just not working. It's just not working. Let's talk about how I think British Micah. I think for me, I feel like it's confirmed that her and Irina are scamming on this show. I feel like there's neither one of them came into this wanting to find a partner. I think they came on this show scamming for, the fame that the show brings. And I absolutely understand that. But I think Irina got a little bit more that she bargained for, because she actually gave an apology this week, and she was just apologizing to the fans and everybody watching and her cast. She said she apologized to her cast member in person, and she gave them that apology, but she also wanted to apologize to the fans and people who are watching the show, fans and viewers of Love Is Blind, because she was just like, my behavior was not okay. I should not have been laughing at people when they were crying and hurting. And she was like, I watched the show and I saw how I looked, so I understand the backlash that I'm getting. I will say it was a good apology, an apology that I would not have expected from her. Right. And I think at this point, she just got to sit back, take her licks. It's a very, very popular show. And, just wait for the fan fodder to die down, because, girl, by the time season 5 hits, there's going to be a messier Irina on the show and nobody's going to be thinking about you anymore. So I think you just got to take the heat. Hopefully you can redeem yourself at the reunion. Hopefully, you know what? I just thought about it. I feel like there's going to be somebody worse than you, so you'll be fine. You'll be fine. I don't think you're going to be getting as much heat as somebody else. So you will be fine. But I think that these two are just on this show for what it can provide for them. No shade, no hate about that. Get the bag if you can get it. The reason why I say this is because when Micah sits down with Irina, the way she is talking to this woman who was her best friend in the house, and in this process, who was trying to steal her now fiance, the way she was talking to her was in a way that just did not make sense to anybody, especially a woman watching this show. It just did not make sense. So, I saw that you were, interested in, my fiance, and, we're friends. So that hurt. What? You're not talking, right? It's one thing when it's somebody you don't know, right? Trying to get you dude, right? You do your little thing. When it's somebody that you consider a friend, somebody you didn't talk to this man about, right? Somebody who you didn't probably cried to about this dude, or was very nervous about, and probably got coached in how to talk to him. When it's something like that, a friend, a best friend, you breaking her jaw. Like, there's no conversation happening. There's no conversation. I got your weave wrapped around my arm. How dare you try to break up my future, right? But she's talking to her and she's so calm. She's so chill. But the way you were talking about people you didn't like in a house in this process was completely different. You had sass for just about everybody else, but you don't have no sass for your best friend who's tried to steal your fiance. Absolutely not. I don't believe it. I think this is all put on for the show. I do not believe Micah and Irina at all. I was just like, nope, this isn't normal. This is not normal. You are sitting in front of the best friend that tried to snag your fiance from you. And you chill? Absolutely not. I would have pulled the Drita Davanzo. Get up, Karen. Baby. Anyway, let's move on. I understand Tiffany, right? Because Tiffany and Brett moving together. Oh, before we get into it, hello. Hello. That's a good man, Savannah. That's a good man. You go, Tiffany. You go. Anyway, so they, the couples are moving in together in this episode, and Tiffany is just like, I love him, right? He's everything that I ever wanted, but I haven't shared my space in a very long time. So when he showers, he gets out, there's water everywhere. That bothers me. And he's a great guy. That's where this clip came from. But that's my boo. That's where that came from. Because he a little messy, right? But we're going to let it slide, Tiffany. Because he fine. And he kind. And he got money. We're going to let it slide. Get him up. Anyway, also speaking of Tiffany and Brett, I know that Tiffany breathed a sigh of relief when her friends met Brett and they were just as enamored with him as she was, right? Because Tiffany was nervous. You just never really know. Like, these are the people who are a part of your life and you want your partner to be a part of it. But Brett was so freaking charming. He was so charming. Oh, I hope they don't break up. Because he was so charming. I was sitting there like, oh. He's telling her friends while looking at Tiffany how amazing she is and how wonderful she is. And I'm like, oh my God, please stay together. At the end of episode 6, was anybody a little afraid that Chelsea's father was like a racist? The way she was describing her dad and how she was so nervous about Kwame meeting him. And Kwame is just like, I'm chill. I'm good. Like, why are you so stressed out about your dad? I think he'll like me. And she's like, yeah, well, she was being very vague about it. And then we meet her dad and I'm like, oh, he's amazing. What? I don't know. Chelsea, the way you set your father up was really alarming because I was just like, love is blind. Do not, even if it's a Kwame, do not put a Black person in this kind of situation. And then when we meet her dad, he's really, really cool. And he gives the vibes. Chelsea gave me this vibe as well. But I feel like from meeting her dad, it was confirmed for me that I think that Chelsea's past few partners have all been Black men. I think that she is somebody who wants to have biracial family. Because I was about to say something else, but I was like, I feel like that's a slur. I'm learning. She wants to have, I feel like she is somebody who is going to be on TikTok asking Black women for, hair care products for her daughter. I feel like that's how Chelsea sees her future. And that's fine. That's fine. But from meeting her father, I was just like, okay, I feel like you've been here before. I feel like they've all been here before with Chelsea. So I'm glad that he was like this great guy, because in the beginning of this episode, she was freaking me out. I'm like, well, what's up with Daddy? Why are you so nervous? And the dad comes there, he's just so nice and, just as charming as Kwame is to him. And they hit it off really, really well. And I'm just like, well, girl, what were you nervous about? Because I'm confused. I just did not know why she was freaking out like that. And that leads me into episode 7. So Paul's mom was really happy for him and Micah. Maybe it's because she looks like Micah. Maybe that's what it was. but she was just like really happy that her son was about to marry this stranger. It was just very weird to me because I'm like, normally in this process, all the parents are apprehensive, and the mom is like trying to marry him off to Micah today. Very weird. Very weird. Brett. Did y'all look at his apartment? Because I did. Oh, I was all up and throughout that apartment. Tiffany, were you taking notes? Were you looking? That, and then like when they were talking about where they were going to live, he was just like, yeah, we should just get a 3-bedroom. A 3-bedroom? Just like that? Tiffany, he got money. Tiffany, he got money. Girl. I hope he's not awful. I hope he's, because I looked at his apartment. I'm like, oh, this is nice. I was like, this is nice. And they're just having a conversation. He was like, if this isn't big enough, we can get a 3-bedroom. In this economy, you could just get a 3-bedroom like that in Seattle? Lord, I've seen what you've done for others. Bliss. Piss me off. We're just going to skip with Bliss. We're just going, girl, I hope that you're an actress. I hope that you are here on this show trying to get brand deals. Why are you entertaining Zach? You are not the girl that takes a man back after the woman that he chose over you turns out to be awful. You are not the girl who should be waiting. You are not the girl who should be available. I cannot believe it. With like these whole last 3 episodes, Zach was wooing her. Then this fool proposes to her on some boat, not even a yacht. Bliss, you're a yacht girl. You know, on some boat, some dinghy. He proposes to her and she's like, yeah, I shouldn't make you beg, but I'll accept. I hope you're here for the cameras. I want that for you. I would not be mad at you if you just rolled this Zach wave to 1 million followers. I won't be mad because I hope, no shade, Zach. You a little weird. I didn't want to accept it. I did not want Jackie to be right. You a little weird. We just not even gonna lie. I don't know what it is, but Jackie and Irina saw it, and I did not want to accept it because they're both awful, but they're right about that. It's something going on with him. I don't know what it is, but I'm like, something not right. Something is not right. I'm not saying he's doing anything nefarious, but it's like, it's a feeling. So Bliss, I hope you are doing this for followers, for what this show can do for you. Because I hope you thought to yourself, I'm not really into this dude. I don't like how he did me, right? But this is a very popular show, and I can make a lot of money off of this. So I'm going to say yes so I can stay on the show because F him. He chose Irina over you after saying that Irina is vicious and rageful and all these terrible things. He still chose her over you. So F him, you don't owe him no loyalty, right? You need to come on the show and do what you need to do for you. I'm hoping that's what your mindset is. I don't feel like anybody, any sane woman will be mad at you if that is the angle that you are going for. When she accepted that proposal and then kissed that man after he was eating salmon. He had salmon crumbs and crackers all over his lips, and she still kissed him. And it was just like, he tastes like salmon. Bliss. I feel like your father probably does not like the men you choose because you probably be choosing guys like this. I feel like your dad knows who you are and what you can get, but you probably don't know that. And that's probably what pisses your papa off. And I understand because Bliss pissed me off these last 3 episodes. But I hope you scamming, sis. I hope you are scamming. Let's talk about who's not scamming. Oh, she's here for the love. She's here for the BBC and the biracial babies. She's here to stay. She's here to stay because the fact that she was in Kwame's filthy shed, acting like she was in some mansion. She was sitting and she's like, oh, this is, yeah, this is. Girl, it's dirty. He got masturbation socks and She didn't let it faze her, though. She's ready. Chelsea, I'm going to keep you on my prayers. You deserve better. There has to be a better Black man out there for you. It can't be Kwame. And I am not one to be lending our men out to anybody, especially an alabaster woman. But I just feel like you can do better. Anyway, let's get into Kwame's mom. Let me tell you something. They did not get an NDA, and probably everything that lady said was awful because Kwame was on the phone with his mom. All we heard was his reaction. We did not hear mama, and we did not get a title for her name. Mama not playing with him. Oh, she's not. She cussed him out. Every Black person knows what it looks like when you're an adult getting cussed out by your parent. He was sitting there on the phone, and he was like, yeah. Oh, no. All right. Sure. Them little one word quick answers. You getting cussed out, read for filth. She probably cussed him out in several languages. The way that boy's head was on swivel on that phone, I said, oh, she's reading him for filth. She's reading him for filth. Good. Because I want to read her. What's up with your son? Let me tell you something. Black parents who do the best that they can for their kids, right? I am not dragging any Black parent who has chosen to move to a particular neighborhood, nation, area, school system to raise their children or give their children a better life. I just want to say this. Just because it's white, don't make it right. Just because it's white, don't make it right. Because this right here, Kwame is gone. I don't think he knows what he looks like. I don't think that what we see on camera is what Kwame sees when he looks in the mirror. I will go as far to say that I think that when Kwame looks in the mirror in the morning, he sees Chris Evans. I'm telling you, it's something going on. It's something going on. The way that man walks throughout life, he thinks he's Captain America. Because there's just no way. There's just no way that at his big age, this is how he thinks and this is how he leads out in life. I also think that the reason why he is attracted to Micah is because Micah is attracted to white men. Micah's not attracted to nothing Black. Micah ain't bringing nothing Black home. If she is, it's only for the group chat. And he's coming in at a certain time and leaving before the street lights come up. Like, absolutely not. The doorman, the neighbor, the ring light not even going to catch that Black man leaving her house. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. She only plays in the NBA in secret, not in public. And I feel like she's entertaining Kwame because it's camera time for her, right? But she is not going to be with this man. But I think that's what's going on with Kwame because everybody's like, oh, Kwame just wants a white woman. No, he don't. He wants a white woman that only wants white men because I think for him being able to get a white woman who only is attracted to white men, that makes him feel like he is maybe a white man or closer to being able to sit at the table of power with white men. That's what I think is going on there. Because Chelsea here is a beautiful woman from the Caucasus Mountains, right? Ready to be on his arm. Ready to give him them kids, right? Ready to do it all. But he's not featuring her because I think he knows that she is attracted to his Blackness. And that's the one thing he don't like about himself. So you over here are affirming him as a black man. And Kwame is like, absolutely not, madam. I'm Caucasian. This is not funny. I hope he gets the help he needs. But I think that's what it is. Because I'm not going to go off of looks and everything, or like what I think is attractive and not, because beauty is in the eye of the beholder. But there's another, beauty or attraction is subjective, right? I think that's what I'm trying to say. But it's like, what I think is attractive, other people might not think is attractive, right? So I'm not going to go off of who I think is the baddest or whatever. But I will say who I think is more attractive to white men, not just, I'm not talking about in looks, but also just in personality and how they lead out. Amika. Amika is a white woman that gives off damsel in distress and dits, right? Chelsea don't give that. Chelsea gives a white woman who knows what she wants, who is very assertive and is very open to dating all kinds of men, right? I do not see white men just, flocking to her when a Micah is in the room, because Micah is attracted to them for multiple reasons. It is not just the blonde extensions. Chelsea will not be attractive because Chelsea is going to be like, no, that's okay. I can do this for myself. I'm going to the Women's March, pro-choice. I feel like that's just not what a lot of white men who are currently looking for a wife is going to go after, because even if it's different political views, it's also a woman who says no a lot and who does not need you to live a good life. And that is intimidating to all men, right? But, we're talking more about what white men are attracted to. I think that's an issue, but not Amika. Amika is ready to not work, right? Amika is like, yeah, you take care of everything. I'll take care of the home and I'll take care of the kids. Nothing wrong with that. But a Chelsea is going to be like, oh no, we're going to get a nanny. And if you don't want to pay for it, I can pay for it because I can afford it. Because I love my job. I'm going to keep working at my job and then I'll take off when I feel like it, right? So I think she's a little too strong for what they're attracted to. And Amika is just right there. Like a 1950 woman, a 1950 American woman stuck in a white woman from Essex body. That's what they're looking for. So I think that's what it is. And I think that's why Kwame is so attracted to her. Because I'm just like, why wouldn't you want Chelsea? She's great. But when Amika comes into a room, you got to get the one that the white men will go after. That right there solidifies something that he feels about himself. That will give him that extra oomph that he needs to fully believe that he's Chris Evans. Let me stop. I'm sorry. Let me move on. But his mother got him together. Sis, I don't know what happened, because it seems like you have a strong hold on that boy, but I don't know what happened. I do not know what happened. Oh, I forgot to tell you. I forgot to talk about this with y'all. When Brett told Tiffany he got the bills, because Tiffany, but Tiffany, I get you, girl, because I played that game too. Yeah, we can split everything like down the middle if that's, I'm fine with that. Brett was like, split everything. Like, you don't want to be my wife. I don't want to split anything for you. I can take care of everything. If there's something that you want to pay for, you can pay for it. But we don't have to split bills. You're not my roommate. You're my wife. I'll take care of everything. And what you want to pay for, you can pay for if you want to do that. That's a good man, Savannah. That's a good man. Let's close out episode 8. We already talked about how Bliss pissed me off when she accepted Zach's proposal. Micah's parents. I'm bringing up this picture of Micah because I want you guys to see, right? If you watch the episode and it's fresh in your mind, remember her parents, right? Her dad, Micah's dad, is her forehead to her right under her eyes. Her mom is the nose, teeth, and jaw. Did you see that? It's like God cut the top of her daddy's head off and the bottom of her mama's head and put that together and made Micah. I was like, wow. I'm literally looking at your parents' features on your face, and I listen, of course, right? But sometimes it's a mixture. It's a little swirl. You know what I mean? It's literally top and bottom. Top and bottom. Wow. I think she needs to trace her lineage. I feel like her family, if they didn't come the Ellis Island way, they gotta be recent Brits. They don't look American to me. They do not look American to me. It's given British. Because I want to talk about something else before I get to them. Real quick, I feel like Kwame and Bliss will work. I feel like Kwame and Bliss will work, but I think they are both looking for white partners. But I feel like if they look at the white partner in each other, that could work. That could work. Micah's friends, absolutely who I thought they would be. And I love that Paul was giving it back to them. But when we met Micah's friends, I was like, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense. No shock there. Equally as awful. Let's get into Marshall and Jackie. Girl, we gotta be real. Jackie want a thug. Like, you would think at 27 she would have grown out of this, but what it is, oh, what's up? And we need a little love. She want a thug. She wants a thug, and she don't know how to say it because she isn't, she's not a kid, right? And she is a professional. So she don't want to say it, but she want a man with a teardrop under his eye. She does. And listen, and I'm not dragging that, right? Because listen, every thug needs some love, right? They're human beings as well. Even if they've done awful things, they are humans and they require love. And, there's always a Jackie. For every thug, there's a Jackie or two fighting for his heart. So I think she's just afraid to say it in this setting. I think her community, absolutely knows that is what she desires and has went after, right? And that's why it's not working out with Marshall, because they have this whole disagreement and she's basically saying that he is not aggressive with her in bed. And I'm not saying that she wants a thug because she wants aggressive sex, right? I'm saying that everything about Marshall is the opposite of what she desires in a man. Everything about him. And I think she desired Josh, but Marshall was the better pick, right? The mind is saying, you always go for Josh, it never works out. You need to go for a Marshall. And her mind made her choose Marshall when we got to be real. We got to be real. The heart and the coochie wanted a Josh, right? And I don't even really think she wants a Josh, right? But I feel like if you compare him next to a Marshall, that is more or less what she is interested in. And I feel so bad for Marshall because I see him trying to make it work because he is attracted to her and he does want this process to work with her. And he's fighting for her, but she's not fighting for him because I think she's just not attracted to him. I think she made the right decision, but not the right decision for her future, right? For everybody else who's just getting to know her, but not the right decision for her heart and for her vagina. We got to be real. The heart and the vagina and the mind got to all link up for it to work out. And there's one part of her that's saying, he's a good guy. This is the best choice for you. But the rest of her is just like, I'm not into it. And if your body is shut down, your heart is shut down, like the mind can only do but so much. And I just think she just wants a rougher guy. Now, I'm not saying she wants a man that does drive-bys, but I will say that I think she wants a man that now testifies about the drive-bys that he used to do in church as a youth pastor to kids in Oakland. Right? I can see that. but she needs a dude who was she need a roughneck. She need a dude with an attitude who only uses fingers to eat his food. That's what she wants. That's like, and unfortunately, this argument with Marshall, I was like, man, you're not even fighting with her the way she wants you to fight with her, right? She wants the whole grabbing a phone out of my hand, running out, getting in your car, taking her car. She got to call her cousins to get the car back. They meet at a CVS and then they start crying and hugging. That hood love. Y'all know that hood love, that toxic hood love. That's what she wants. That's what she wants. And I also think that a guy like Marshall, she doesn't think will fit in her family, right? I think she feels like, in the sense that Marshall is just a bit too goody two shoes for her. And she got a brother that just got out of prison. She has a father who is sick. It seems like a lot of her family is either poor or working class. And so she is the one that made it out, right? So there's just a lot of responsibility there, but it's also a lot of not just responsibility, but there's just a lot of care that she has to do and how she has to lead out with that. And I don't feel like she feels like a Marshall could do that for her. And it's unfortunate. It's really, really unfortunate because you see Marshall fighting, right? And you see him fighting for her, but you see her fighting to push him away. So there's a part of her, like when he told her that he loved her, she hugged him and then she just broke down crying with him. But then there was another part of her that was just like, but this isn't what I want. And unfortunately, everybody's just like, Marshall is the best choice for her. But if she doesn't want it, if she don't want him, there's nothing that can be worked out. I also think that when Marshall told her that she was a project, and he sees potential, buddy, I was on your side until then. And I have to say that when he said that, I think he confirmed for Jackie what she had been feeling about him the whole time. I think that right there, because her eyes got big and she walked away. She was like, a project? But I think she's always felt like that with him. And I think him saying that just confirmed that for her. So that's unfortunate. I'm going to hop into the comments before I get into the spoilers and give everybody ample time to leave, because the spoiler I do have is about, I've seen a few people talk about it in the comments, but the spoiler that I do have is about Jackie and Marshall. So I'll give people time to head out, but I'm also going to get a few comments before we do that. Oh, we got a super chat. Hey, K Pratt. Thank you. K Pratt said, nothing wrong with wanting Marshall, but Josh is an embarrassing human. How could Jackie see him acting like he did at Chelsea's B-Day and still be interested? Well, the thing about it is, for a lot of us, we're like, oh my God, this is awful. Josh is drunk. He's loud. He's arrogant. He's ignorant. Like, what is he doing? He's just a huge embarrassment, right? To a lot of us, we can see that. But then to a Jackie, that's just attractive, probably because it's familiar, right? And probably because that's what she desires, because that's what she knows, and men like that look like protectors to her. Thank you so much for the super chat, K Prep. Here's the thing about Jackie. I get her. Listen, y'all know me. I'm Nikki from Philly, from the Philadelphia inner city. Shout out to 61st and Pine. Shout out to 18th and Diamond. What up, Mount Airy? That's my stopping ground, right? Shout out to the Richard Allen Projects. Let's go, right? So I absolutely understand her being attracted to guys like that. But a lot of us grow out of it, right? Because if you were somebody working class and you grew up in the hood, you see men like that all the time. And unfortunately, men like that are looked at as protectors. And as a woman, especially as a Black woman, especially as a woman of color from a certain class, you are in danger for being harmed by every and anyone. So one of the first things that you look for in a man, if you are a woman who is straight, or if you're femme, the one thing that you look for is somebody, a partner who gives off protector. And who gives off protector? Those macho, loud, rough, thuggish, ruggish, bone kind of guys, right? Because you want a guy who, when he walks into a room, everybody gets afraid of, everybody shivers, right? The men shiver. And that's attractive to you for a while, because you, as a woman, looking the way you look, being from the class that you are from, you have to walk through the world a certain way. And a lot of our identity is formed, especially as a woman, a lot of our identity is formed around us surviving, just like protecting ourselves. It's so crazy when I talk to my guy friends and they're just like, oh, I just went for a walk. Oh, I went for a run. Oh, I parked my car on this level. And, then I walked down the steps to go into the Target. I'm like, you parked where? As a woman, I ain't parking on level freaking 6. I will drive around that parking lot until I find something in front of the store that I'm going to. I need lighting. I need cameras. Why? Because I don't want to get kidnapped and raped and murdered. That's like how women have to walk throughout this life. So of course, you're going to go after a guy that oozes that, right? But then, like, when you get to a certain age, you realize that guy is messed up. Like, that guy is toxic. Like, that's not attractive. You know what I mean? Like, that guy is like that with everybody and you. So you look for something similar but sane, right? Something similar but sane and can keep a job. Something similar but sane can keep a job, does not have a rap sheet, right? And does not give me that aggression. The only time I see that aggression is when he is protecting me, because that's what I need as a woman, especially a woman with this. So I understand. I get it, Jackie. But I'm like, at 27, you got to wake up. You got to wake up, because men like that are not good protectors. They're not good providers. They're not good fathers. They are like that because they are messed up. And you hopefully, you're hoping at a certain age you probably wake up and get it. But she ain't woke up yet. She did not wake up. Poor thing. Poor thing. Chrissy said Micah gives off the girl that okay. I cannot stand y'all, but she does. OMG. Oh gosh. Kay said Chelsea is a strong, independent white woman with a live, love, laugh sign hanging from her wall. She's a strong, independent woman who don't need no man but want one, right? Because Chelsea has a good life, but she wants a partner and she desires that. So she's setting out to get that. And a lot of times men don't want to be wanted. They want to be needed. And that's unfortunate for, women like Chelsea. It's very, very unfortunate. Indigo said, Chelsea is the girl that will wear African attire, braid their daughter's hair, etc. Kwame don't want any part of that. Chelsea will absolutely, if she has not already, will absolutely be like, I want to, let's bring in your culture and raising our kids. Oh, she gonna be looking up recipes. Dude, is he Ghanaian? Is Kwame from Ghana? What y'all eat? Do y'all eat fufu and jollof? Because if y'all do, Chelsea gonna be getting that jollof from Trader Joe's. And you know what? Shout out to my first gen subscribers. I have subscribers in South Africa as well. Shout out to my Black diaspora subscribers. I just want to say this: when I got that jollof from Trader Joe's, y'all scared me so badly. I still have yet to make that. I still have yet to make that jollof rice. The way y'all dragged me, still have yet. Hey, Ren said Kwame was leaving his mama voicemail. Ain't an African mama alive that won't get you activated or riled up when you broach a hard topic. He was too calm because he was being filmed. That's why. Hey, Spency said Kwame's house is so dirty. Tell me why he posted his clean space on Insta. Like, stop it. And Chelsea was acting like nothing was wrong. I could work with this. No, you can't. No, you can't. You just want a husband and kids. 30 is a dangerous time for a lot of women. Kay said Kwame had that lotion and rag sitting out in the open and acted like it was all chill. I'm like, that's the last thing you were doing before you left to film this show? And the fact that he didn't want to move, right? Because I play soccer 5 days a week. Where do you work? Where do you work? And see, that's the issue, right? Because Chelsea is like, I'm not leaving my job. That's the problem. Amika will leave her job, her family, her county. She will leave all of that and follow this man because she's always going to follow the money. She's going to follow the funding. She's going to follow the care. Chelsea is like, I got a good job. I got good benefits. I'm not leaving that. So you're going to have to move to me. A lot of men don't like that. They're like, I'm wearing the capris in here in this relationship, not you. Vicky said maybe Paul has a habit of fasting Irina type women. So mama wants him to settle down. Oh. Of settling down with the Micah. Probably. Did you mean fasting or feasting or choosing? Hey, a piece of pie said Jessie Wu said she saw the season of wreck in Chelsea's house. Kwame don't like that. Miss Gigi said Kwame's mother on the phone didn't even want her voice on the show. If we're to believe his mother was really on the phone. Oh, true. Maybe she wasn't. But I'm like, baby, if we don't have her voice, they did not get an NDA or not an NDA, I'm sorry, an appearance release from her. No way. No way did she sign that if they had that phone call and you did not hear her voice. Ryan says she wants mixed kids for sure. I could see her enthusiastically learning to braid her daughter. Say, absolutely. She will be asking for tips. Absolutely. I absolutely is going to be doing a Carol's daughter ad on TikTok. Bex Gen X said, and look at the difference between Micah's friend's reactions to Paul and Tiffany's friend's reaction to Brett. Night and day. Yep. That drunk friend. I don't want this for you. I will say the friends were awful, but I agreed with them. Micah and Paul are not a good match. I will give them that. Indigo Girl said something was wrong with the dinner with Chelsea and her dad. Watch the dinner plates. The food kept changing. Heavily edited, or either they did not get them what they wanted, or they were there a long time. How could you not think that her dad was racist the way she was acting, Taisha? I was like, I mean, it would make sense for you to have a racist father and be attracted to black men. Like, for some reason, that just goes hand in hand. But her dad was so cool. Her dad was so cool to the point where I started to feel bad because I was like, her father likes this man, and this man is treating his daughter like garbage, and he has no idea. So I got a new neighbor. My God, today, she loves the weed. She loves the weed. I'm full contact high at this point. Like breakfast, lunch, and dinner, she's smoking a blunt. My God, today. My God, today. Woo! It's legal here. Hello. Vicky DC said Micah is chilling because she wants to dump him for the White Claw hairline. I don't think she's into Kwame. I don't think she's into Kwame. Indigo said Zach is a basket case. You notice he wore the exact same suit, shoes, and socks for both proposals to Irina and Bliss. You mean to tell me he's changed that outfit? I feel like Zach has been in the same outfit since episode 1. I don't feel like he's changed. It's the same outfit. I don't think he's changed. I do not think he has changed. Jerry said, you got to get into Brazil. Oh, we got that one. Let me get some older comments. Drewski said, not Kwame in this Bliss commentary. I hope she's scamming. But I feel like they would be together. I feel like they could actually work. They just have to look beyond the blackness and it'll work. I feel like they are the same in a lot of ways. But I think the only thing that would turn the both of them off is blackness. Y'all gotta look beyond your own color and find love in each other. You can do it. You can do it. Simply Simone said, check your DMs, Nikki. Zach is caught up in an alleged. Oh my goodness. Ciao. Thank you, Simply Simone. I will get into that. I'm gonna get 2 more comments and then we're gonna get into the spoiler. And then I gotta get out of here. Hey, Ro said, I actually like Jackie and Josh. They work. Marshall is too deep in caring for her, and that's okay. I think that's what she's attracted to. She's attracted to a Josh. I don't see it working out, but I think that's what she's used to. Oh my goodness. Kay said Josh was wearing the Rock's exact outfit from like 20 years ago. I could not. See, this is the thing, right? This is the thing about Josh. I think Josh acts like men that Jackie is attracted to. I don't think that's who he really is. It all seems so put on and forced. So that's why I don't see it working out. I don't think that he's as, to be quite frank, as hood as he puts on. I could be wrong. Sarah said Jackie should have been real because she wasn't feeling Marshall since day one. I'm telling you guys, it was her mind. Her mind was like, this is the right choice. This is the right choice. Miss Gigi said Jackie is too much. Poor sweet Marshall is too quiet for her. You still think that he's so sweet after calling her a project and seeing potential in her? How the hell you say that to a woman? A human being. I see potential in you. I looked at you as a project. What? Absolutely not. Yolanda said, I cried when she was so impressed the guy gave her a plate. Child, what is wrong with you? Who are we talking about? Because I didn't see the plate thing. Oh, was it what Josh did at the party? Indigo said, Jackie wants toxic love. Choke me, rough me up type of love. Girl, it's the mess. Yeah. She wants that Friday night you and your boys went out to eat. And they hung out. But you came home around 3. Yes, you did. That's what she wants. That's what she wants. Spency said, Micah definitely wants a thug talking about being aggressive. Marshall calling her a project was very cringe. Yeah. She wants a little roughneck. Listen, roughnecks need love too. Roughnecks need love too. Yes, Chrissy said Marshall wanted a project though. Savior and superiority complex. Absolutely. Absolutely. The thing about it is when he said it, I thought it slipped out, but then he repeated himself. And I'm like, she was doing terrible, but you just made it worse, sir. They listen, at the end of the day, they just don't work out because he's a savior. She wants a thug, so she thinks a guy like him is lame, and they're just not gonna work out for each other. He needs somebody to save, and she needs somebody to rough her up. And I'm not saying she wants to be beat up. You know what I mean? I'm saying, grit me up. You know what I mean? Like, you're not leaving. Boy, let go of my jacket. Christina said Josh has to be an MMA fighter with those ears. He's for the streets. Oh my gosh. Hey, Priscilla. Priscilla said a lot of people are loving up on Marshall, but he's not perfect either. Absolutely not. He's one of those nice guys who is deeply insecure. There you go. See, that's what I get too, Eva. That's what I get. So I'm like, how do you not see this, Jackie? I don't think he's what you think he is. I do too. Although there were things that I did not like, especially the project comment and seeing potential in her. Boy, pipe down. But I do think that he's a good guy. I think that Jackie is a good guy, a good woman. I just think that she's just, unfortunately, she's just in an environment that she won't be able to grow from. And she's just indebted to that environment. So I don't see her getting out of it. I see her having to bring somebody in it. I don't see her partner being able to get her out of it. Kay Pratt, did I get this? If Thank you for the super chat. K Pratt said, nothing wrong with not wanting Marshall, but Josh is an embarrassing human. How could Jackie see him acting like he did at Chelsea's beating and still be interested? Oh, I think we talked about that. We did. Hey, Narisa. Narisa said, I knew she didn't want Marshall before she met him. She went with the safe choice. Yep. And a lot of us do that. Deborah I said, Marshall's also addicted to women like Jackie because that's all he's dated and it's never worked. Very true. Very true. Megan said, Bliss could do better, but honestly, they're both weird and awkward. I hope Bliss is here for the show. NTR said, Marshall's coming across like someone who's been through therapy and can only see things through that lens. That's a good observation. He talks about her to others like that. That's a great observation, NTR. I can see that. Blue Moon says, I think Jackie has so much to take care of in her personal life. Example, father sickness. She wants someone, brother who just got out of prison. She wants someone who can be an aggressive and take control to relieve her of some of the pressure she feels. Yeah. Have I? Insane. But you know what? I will be honest with you. I'm shocked it took this long. That school kill been problematic. Kay said, but shout out to everybody in Philly. It'll be taken care of. Prayerfully. But I feel like my city's always ready to riot, so they're not going to let that stay too long. Kay said, I did not love it when Marshall kept trying to put his jacket on Jackie. It came off overbearing to me, even though I loved him. I love him. You know what? I thank you for bringing that up. This is what I want to say about that. It rubbed me the wrong way too, but I felt like he was trying to do what she was asking of him, right? I think he interpreted her saying she wants a guy to be more aggressive with her was him meaning like I think he interpreted it as take charge and not listening to her no's, right? Because when she was like, no, I'm fine. And he was like, no, put the jacket on. She's like, no, I don't want it. He's like, no, put the jacket. I'm gonna put the jacket on you, girl. So I thought that was him trying to, be the aggressive man that she wants, but it just came off annoying. Kay says, I think Marshall's saying that was very telling. I think he said he has a history of dating Jackies and being their superhero. He'd be better with a Bliss or a Chelsea, but he can't save them the same way. Yeah, very true. T. Flenderson said, someone said Marshall chooses women like Jackie to distract from his own shortcomings, and I agree. Probably. Vicky said both Marshall and Tiffany want thugs, but for different reasons. They both need to be on the lockup. Vicky DC, I hate that makes so much sense. I could see both of them on Love After Lockup. Jerry said, can we get into the very handsome third Wilson sister from... I saw it too. Jerry, no. Goddess Godiva said, Jackie has to grow up. The right partner will help with that family stress too. Yeah. She just got to get out of it. But it's so hard when you're the one that makes it out. You feel so obligated to take care of everybody. Down to Mars Girl said, LMAO, why did I say the same thing? The baby hairs will be done at the very least. Okay, we're almost at the end. Cam Delete said, Paul said he likes witchy girls, aka the girls that can live off the land, eat berries, granola, and likes to camp. I feel like Bliss won't be good for him. Yeah, you know what, Paul? You're not going to find that here. So yeah, but I never saw him and Micah working. I felt like those two just got together to stay on the show. Paul's hair alone. You don't want no Micah. You don't want not with them 3B curls that you push all the way to the front. Absolutely not. Janelle says, I think Marshall has issues, but all the focus is on Jackie. Absolutely. When you have a partner that chaotic, nobody's focusing on a Marshall when you're seeing Jackie have meltdowns every episode. Excuse me. Kayla said, oh, guys, I got another one. I'm telling you, I'm gonna keep on trying them until we find one that works. Kayla said, yeah, Josh ain't built like that because they didn't even give him camera time in the pods. Yeah. I don't think what Jackie sees, I don't think she's seeing what she thinks she's seeing. I think what she thinks she's seeing is not it. Aaliyah said, literally, LOL, Jackie not being immediately turned off by Josh's behavior at the party says all we need to hear. Yep. Sudalim said, Marshall needs to be a snappable. Dangerous when hurt. What is a snappable? Yeah, this is a no. I'm gonna give them one more chance. I'm gonna give them one more chance. This is a no. Abso-freaking-lutely. Abso-freaking-lutely. Oh, baby. Let me tell you something. A lot of people, when that Freak Nick documentary comes out, a lot of people profiles are going to start going. A lot of people want to start deleting, especially on Facebook. Oh, baby. Them boomers, Gen X. Oh, yeah. Y'all going to get exposed. Y'all going to get exposed, baby. God has said Chalem in Philly was a false alarm. The Bunks Company spill never made it to our water supplies, or at least they say we good though. Great, because Philly would have rioted at some point. I'm gonna get Yolande one more, and then we're gonna get into the spoilers. Yolande said when Amber came to the party, Paul was like, "Nope, I will not go talk to her or even look at her." LOL. I think honestly, Paul would have walked up, talked to Amber if she were shorter. I think he didn't know that she was that tall. Is it good? This is terrible. This is terrible. It's like gasoline and pineapple juice. This is terrible. This is terrible. Oh, NTR said, Nikki, you are not doing. Oh, this is terrible. It's terrible, but I like there was one that I think I had two the last time, and there was one that I liked, but that's terrible. I have one more, and then I'm going to try the banana one that keeps on like selling out. When I finally get my hands on that, if it's good, I'll stick with it. If not, Oli Pop gotta go. Anyway, let's get into spoilers. So this was sent to me from Simply Simone. Oh, I'll give you a chance to get out of here. Spoiler alert! Spoiler alert! Spoiler alert! Deborah said, Josh is just very loud and a former fighter. You could hear him in the background. You could. He was so drunk. He's such a lightweight. He's such a lightweight. Oh my gosh. Oh, this is terrible. Oh. But I spent my money and I'm going to finish it. Spoiler alert! Spoilers! Spoilers! This was sent to me from Simply Simone. So the spoiler is, are you out of here? Jackie and Marshall do not make it. Spoiler alert, right? They do not make it. Allegedly, she is with Josh. So this was posted by, I believe, Twitter account. Maybe she was born with bars. Maybe whatever. At Woke Donna Tart. This was tweeted out. She says, or they say, Jackie confirming that she's in a relationship with Josh, telling her group chat she has to make it to the altar with Marshall for clout and being homophobic AF. It appears she's been seeing Josh throughout filming after the pods. Now, I will say, I'm not going to read a lot. I'm going to read everything because I don't think that they use offensive language, but the comments are offensive. So I would like to let everybody know who is a part of the, what is it? Let God be great, truly. Yes, the Let God be great, truly community. I will let you know that the language here is offensive. So if you would like to hop out as well, I will give you time to do that. Don't want to trigger anybody, just want to relay the tea. So if you look at the bottom picture, to your left, I think your left. There's a picture. There's a picture. There's actually a video of Jackie, and she has her tongue out, licking Josh's face, and it says "My baby." This is her Instagram, Jacquelina Bonds, right? And she says to her friend, "So I had to switch it up, but he for sure gives me vibes." Because he used to, this is her talking about Josh, because he used to twerk on the bed, and I told him I was cool off that, and he was like, yeah. So now this time I told him to be more aggressive with me. He's hard for sure, but sometimes he can be sweet. um I'm actually going to take it back to a text message that is right here. Okay, and then we'll get into the Instagram conversation. So the text message is between Jackie and the friend that is F. She says, okay, LMAO. The friend one says that. Jackie says he gives me vibes, y'all. So it's Jackie and two of her friends. He gives me vibes, y'all. And I kind of hinted at that in my interview, and all hell broke loose. So I had to like switch it up. But he for sure gives me vibes because he used to twerk on the bed, and I told him I was cool off of that. And he was like, yeah. So now this time I told him to be more aggressive with me. He's hard for sure. Whew, just hearing this typed out. But sometimes he can be sweet. Friend one was like, twerk on a bed, LMAO, Jackie, I'm dead. Good for you. Also for communicating how bad of a turn off that S is. So then Jackie says, yes, he will twerk on a bed. And I was like, yeah, no, that's not going to fly, big homie, LOL. And then he will talk like, yes. And I'm like, question mark, question mark, question mark. That's the damn truth. I don't want to hear y'all at my wedding yelling about how he got sugar in his tank either. Plies. I think she meant please. We got to make it stretch. We got to make it stretch for TV. Bye. That a friend says, laughing my A off. No, not got to make it to the altar. Then Jackie says, I can just hear blank yelling, he's a teapot. And then the friend LMAO, stop. So that is our spoiler. Jackie and Marshall do not make it, and Jackie confirms that by talking. One is a text message, and another is an Instagram conversation. And yeah, unfortunately, guys, I'm not surprised that that's what her group chat looks like. She gives ignorant. She does. She really, really does. So I'm not surprised by that at all. And I don't know, if she's going to be pressed enough for people to make her respond to it. I will say, I don't think anybody expecting an apology from her, I don't think you should request that. Here is why. I think she's going to make it worse. Jackie seems very ignorant to me. I think she's going to make it worse. I think she's going to probably double down. Or I don't know. I see that being a PR nightmare. So Netflix, if I were you, I would get her before she starts responding to fans, and help her carve out an apology and go from there. But I'm not shocked. And I'm like, he gives you vibes. But wait, like this is the thing, right? When they first met each other, you were, I don't know. Remember when they first met each other and she was like, turn around, let me see that boy. And he turned around and started mouthing for her. You were like, yeah, I see you. I see you. So I thought that was the relationship that you guys had. So, does he give you vibes, or now because you're no longer attracted to him, you're looking at everything that he did that didn't bother you before and trying to name it and make it something that it wasn't always? I don't know, because I'm like, I felt like that was their playful relationship that they had. So I don't know. I do not know. While I look up this tea that Simply Simone sent me, what do you guys think? Mm, Zach? Hey guys, it's Zach and this beard. Ciao. Pink Petal said, yeah, I'm not surprised either. Yeah, I didn't see them working. I did not see after the last episode, I'm like, yeah, I don't see them making it. I do not. Okay. Y'all are a mess. Kay says, I don't get why people forget that bi men exist. Not saying that Marshall is a part of the Let God Be True Quickly community, a plus community, but like it isn't just straight or gay with anything in between. I get that. I get that. But I just think that they had that was their playfulness. And I think that she just doesn't like him anymore. And so now that is her reasoning. Vicky said Marshall has issues, but this is toxic. Yeah, it's also mean. It's also mean. Like, you guys didn't work out, but I don't know. I hate that I'm not surprised. Chrissy said, I think Marshall hung in there too, just for the show, because at least he kept trying to leave the situation. He probably did. Probably did. Yes. Let God be true quickly. I know that's right, Santino. I know that's right. Smitty said if they don't talk about this during the reunion, if they do talk about it during the reunion, I think the PR team will have got to her by then. I think the PR team will have got to her by then, because I'm just like, I don't think y'all should demand an apology from her. If that's how she talks in her group chat, baby, you think she gonna talk any different when she's backed against the wall? She gonna for sure double down and cuss y'all out. She does. She does. If All My Block was filmed in the 70s. Renee says, these are her friends that let these texts get out. Because these are screenshots. So somebody took a screenshot of this conversation. Somebody who had the friend's phone or Jackie's phone. Ciao. Oh. Chrissy said Josh was the one pushing up on Marshall at the mixer. Girl, listen. This is the thing. A lot of women think that a gay man is something you can see, that you can visualize. And I'm telling you, what society puts out there that that is a gay man, because you thinking that every gay man is like Hollywood Montrose from Mannequin, but I'm telling you right now, girl, you have been misled. You have been misled. Take it from me. I went to performing arts high school and college. I've been to enough balls. You looking for a Marshall, baby? It's a Josh. Anyway, So Steph said, if she sees him as feminine and she's not attracted to feminine men, then so what, right? OMG. Very, very true. T. Flenderson said, if she doesn't want to be with him, that's all she had to say. But making assumptions about his sexuality is gross. And laughing about I don't know. I hated that, reading that. It just seemed so mean. Unfortunately, like I said before, I wasn't shocked that her and her friends talk like that. That's that community. Like, I know exactly who Jackie and her community. I know that community. I'm telling you, right? So I wasn't shocked. Unfortunate, disappointed, but it was like so mean. Like, for what? If you didn't want him and you wanted Josh, why are you still talking about him? And then to say that you were staying in it so that you could get to the altar. But that's the game. That's the game that a lot of people are going to be doing on this show now. That is the game. Two more, and then we're going to jump into the new tea. NTR said, "Don't put anything in text that you would not want to be read out loud." Very, very true, especially on Instagram. Girl, Love Like You Are said she's homophobic for assuming that man's sexuality and using nasty rhetoric to describe him as if he was. Who cares? Yep. But my thing is, what she's saying about him that she's defining as what's feminine and what's masculine. And I think what's masculine to her is what is toxic about straight men. So because Josh didn't give off or exude that male toxicity, she then just writes him off as being gay, right? Because if he's not, waving her off, putting her in the little chokehold playfully, right? Or if he's not, grabbing her hips and blowing her back out, screaming, pulling it. If he's not doing that stuff, then of course he's gay, because that's like what she knows, right? That is something that makes her feel safe and secure. And that's a problem. That's a problem, because what if he's a sensual lover? Oh, he's gay. Why? Because he was so kind during sex. He cared about my well-being. Gay. Girl. Girl. Let's talk about it. If we're going to talk about what's feminine and what's masculine, girl, you serving a little butch. Let's talk about it. You's a rough kind of bro. You might be too masculine for a lot of men. So who are you to judge? Jackie, you too old to be so ignorant. Like, come on. Come on. This is 22-year-old talk. Indigo Girl said Jackie gave me psychopathic vibes. Really? At the vacation when she was crying, then we talked about that. That was a little scary. That was a little scary. Priscilla said, in the words of Dorinda, say it, forget it, write it, regret it. Child, Jackie brought this upon herself. She sure did. She sure did. Hey, Miss Tia, glad you're here. SB183 said, I'm sorry, but this little walk away and pose after the reveal. But I thought that was how they were playing. She was the one who initiated it, though, guys. She was the one. She said, turn around. Let me see you walk away. So he just reciprocated, and now the man is gay. OMG. I think there's a lot more he has to do for you to think that he's gay, girl. I think there's a couple more steps before we get there. OMG. Simply Simone said, and the messages are back from May of last year. That friend was waiting. Oh, absolutely. Or they probably had a falling out. Ciao. Listen. Because that's what a lot of these straight women think is gay. And I'm telling you right now, girl. Mm-mm. Let the redeemed say so. I know that's right. Said I'm trying to learn. Teapot, what's that short and stout? First, can we also talk about this? Like the language they were using, real elderly. I was like, teapot. What the hell? Grandma. SB183 said nowadays you just have to ask if they've had an experience with or have an attraction for another man and hope that they'll tell you the truth. And honestly, it all is hope, right? Because look at what happened with Marshall, right? We don't even know, but it's like, is the dude safe if he tells you the truth? Probably not, and that sucks. That sucks. Oh, did you really not know the understanding of that? I'm so sorry. Ryan said teapot meaning sweet, girly, feminine. That's what that means. Yeah, and it's also the hand. I'm a little teapot shirt, and you know what? Forgive me, like I be great, truly community. Empress Horton, thank you so much for this super chat. Empress said, funny how her language changed up after the pods to now. Girl, Josh gives nothing. Marshall is just boring. Why choose Marshall if you ain't want him? She said she got to make it to the end. We're going to get into Malak A and then the T. Malak A says, I hope this works. That's the only reason why I'm drinking this. Because this works. This works. Terrible, but it works. Said, I don't know how relevant this is, but they posted on Reddit that one of the people who worked on the show posted spoilers for the season, and they said that Marshall found Jackie's. This live reunion is going to be a mess. Netflix abort mission. Amaya says Jackie doesn't want a good man. She wants a hood man. I need a hood boy. Isn't that Fantasia's song? I need a hood boy. Always in the trap and it looks on me. Yes! She was singing that. She was singing that. All right. This is from
Hey guys,
Zach. What the hell is this mountain man thing?
Hey guys.
Hold on.
Hey guys.
Okay, so this allegedly Zach plagiarized somebody's song. So this is him addressing it.
Hey guys, it's Zach from Love is Blind here. And there has been a scandal surrounding Zach Wojtowski, the plagiarist, the thief.
And we all know Zach, the guy who painfully proposed with lyrics that he stole and claimed were his.
So I wrote you a song. So I wrote you a song. So I wrote you a song.
Got your ass, Zach.
It started from some well-intended fans of of one of my favorite bands, and it's kind of snowballed.
Oh, he loves this. He loves it.
I have for you here exclusive, never before seen footage from the pods in one of the most embarrassing moments of my life, but not because I plagiarized the song. Here's the footage. Wrote you a song. It's not an original. It's one of my favorite songs from one of my favorite bands.
Oh, okay.
But I have changed around the lyrics a little bit for you. Check out Ludo. They're a phenomenal band, and they have really
okay. So he oh my thing was delivered. Yes. So that's that thing right there. He didn't steal, editing. Poor Ludo. You tore their song up, Zach. You tore their song up. Simply Simone also sent me from Pop Culture Data. Love is Blind top Instagram growth. So Brett, who already, where was he? Brett, where was he at before though? Oh, Brett gained 30,000 followers. What was he at before? Do they have that, Simply Simone? Tiffany gained 28,000 followers. Chelsea gained 28,000 followers. Micah gained 18,000. Ciao. Marshall, 23,000. Zach, 21,000. Wow, Jackie, 18. Bliss, 17. Irina, 14,000. They gained 14,000 followers. Paul, 13,000. He gained 13,000 followers. Kwame, 14,000 followers. I'm trying to see if they can show where they were at before. That would be very interesting. Oh, they're all verified. He's at 80. Brett is at 87,000 followers. Like, guys, if you're coming into this and you only have 1,000 followers and then you get on this show and you have like 87, I'm not saying that's what Brett had before, but I'm like, it's a good bag to secure. It's a good bag to secure. So, oh my goodness, my other live is about to start. Let me talk to y'all for like 5 minutes and then get out of here. Amario J said, yes, Nikki, she's very ignorant. She is. Like, I hate that I wasn't shocked by Jackie's text. I hate that I wasn't. I was like, yeah. Taina said, and okay, all righty. Love like you are said, I always talk to my friends about people in respectful tones because I also am friends with people in the community. It's called basic human decency. Yeah. Because the thing about it is, if you didn't like the guy, fine. But dragging him in that way, for what? For what? Goddess said that man coming from jail, Jackie had probably. Let's talk about the brother. You trying to talk about Marshall? Child, let me stop. But we taking masculine. We talking masculine and feminine. Okay. Child. Asia said Marshall is not perfect, but he is kind enough to not have her talking about him like that. I absolutely agree. I could see if she was saying he is my type, he isn't as masculine as I would like my man. Absolutely. Absolutely. But listen, she saved him from being a part of a very ignorant family because she was saying that she could see somebody in our community yelling teapot at the wedding. And you laughing at that? That you're laughing at somebody that is in your community would do that at your wedding. Something wrong. Something wrong. So Steph said, I love a nice nerdy man, but I don't want him twerking. You know what? I will say, as an American woman, I honestly get it because a lot of what we see as masculine and feminine is built in white supremacy, right? I will say I've changed my opinions on that, right? Just because a lot of, other cultures, specifically Black cultures within the diaspora, have men who, like, I'm not necessarily saying twerk, but, are good with the hips and they are good with the dancing and all kinds of things. And so I really had to change my perspective on how I see those things, especially having a Jamaican stepdad, right? The men be dancing. So I get it. I absolutely get it. So I kind of changed my perspective on what I see in that, because that also comes with like changing your perception of what is masculine and what is feminine and seeing it through the lens of white supremacy. So that took some work, but I have a different perspective. My really good friend, her husband will twerk you down. Masculine dude, but it's just like, he was like, he hear his song, pop, pop. And nobody thinks anything like of it. Like, nobody judges who he is, but if he was in a different setting, I would see other people, probably taking that some kind of way. But it's all it's all through, how you see things within your own through your own lens. Jules said, yep, the people that released the season spoilers in July of last year said that Marshall, oh my gosh. You know what, guys, seriously, I'm working on this. This for the remainder of this week and next week, I got to get to 1,000 followers on TikTok because we got to watch this live. We have to watch this reunion live. I feel like it's going to be too messy, and I can't do it on YouTube because they'll block me. I can't do it on Instagram because they'll shut it down. But on TikTok, I could watch it with you live. So if you are not following me on TikTok, please follow me at Nikki.Star. And if I have 1,000 by the time of the reunion, we are watching it live. We are watching it live because I just feel like this is going to be a mess. JG said he also talked about how fine Brett was, clapping his hand by arguing. He tweeted on the bed and said, yes, it's not that far of a jump to have questions. Well, for me, I wouldn't question a man's sexuality because of those things. Clapping of the hands when talking. saying that another man is attractive? No, because he would have to say the same thing about me, right? Because I'll say when somebody is beautiful. I say when another woman is beautiful. I'd be like, oh, she's gorgeous. She's not me, but she's gorgeous. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. But that's if you would have questions, JG, that's you. Buddha says that walk away and posing Marshall did just reminded me of some Georgian Wheezy moves. Moving on, like it did not give me gay. It gave me corny. It gave me corny. And I think what she views, Jackie views as corny, she thinks is gay. But I'm like, how do you think that Josh is masculine when I see corny? Girl. Black gal said dancing is different from twerking. Is it? It's all hips and butt movements. It's all hips and butt movements. Miss Tia said, oh honey, a man with culture can work those hips. They get down. I have no problem with a man who can twerk. Yeah, it's just like I just grew up with like Jamaican men who were like just they dance. Now an African American man wouldn't dance like that, right? So I don't know. I don't know. But I like a dancer, but a twerk says something booty too. No, ma'am. Even if he's like joking, which I think Marshall was doing. Let me get out of here. Naughty said, Nikki, don't make me download TikTok. Oh no, don't follow me if you don't have it. Please do not. Don't do that. Don't do that. But I'm gonna do my part. I got some stuff that I want to post. I'm gonna start talking about the show, so maybe that'll get me some more subscribers. I'm trying to be good over there on TikTok, but they won't, they won't let me be great. I can't do my good little Black Martha Stewart content. Y'all want mess. Renee says all that is part of pop culture, though. It comes from Black women, gay community, TikTok, everyone else. Like, well, we're the beginning of everything. What do you want that? Like, what do you want to make? Ciao. Roro said, no, whining is different from twerking. Coming from the Caribbean, there's a difference. But we got it from the same place. Y'all never going to accept the twerking man. So I am not going to push it. I am not going to push it. K-Press said, I think it shows a straight man is comfortable in his sexuality and secure when they compliment another man. Yeah, but listen, everybody has how they live out, and see things. But I will challenge you all to just make sure that you are looking through an honest lens and not a lens of what has been put on us, right? Not a lens of, white supremacy, not a lens of white supremacist Christianity or evangelical white nationalism. Make sure that you are looking through a true lens and not a lens that was forced upon us. I am late for my next live, so let me get out of here. I love you all. Thank you for joining me at the last minute. I have some downtime, so hopefully I can put these out a bit earlier so you will know when, so you don't have to catch it on your way, just like doing something else. But thank you all for joining me. I love you all so much. This was fun. I cannot wait for that reunion. My God, today. If you watch Love After Lockup and Escape and SWV, join me over there, and I'll probably hop on at about 7:15 Eastern PST, just because I want to give myself just a little bit of break from my computer, my eyes a break from my computer, and then hop back on. Love y'all. See you soon. Bye. Oh, replay gang, I'll probably have the timestamps up in about 3 hours. So you might have to fast forward and stuff, but sorry, we talk a lot here. Love y'all. Bye. Whoo!